in conversation with some fascinating ladies who've changed the game in the world of video, music, and gaming. Only on Hungama's Women Game Changers 2022 podcast.
Hey guys, नमस्कार, मैं हूँ उर्मिन एंड वही हम सेलिब्रेट कर रहे हैं ऐसे 50 वुमेन गेम चेंजर्स फ्रॉम द फील्ड ऑफ म्यूजिक, वीडियो, एंटरटेनमेंट एंड गेमिंग, जिन्होंने वाकई में अपना एक मार्क बनाया है इन देयर इंडस्ट्री, इन द वर्ल्ड. टुडे आई हैव विद मी डॉली रतेश्वर, co-founder द धारावी प्रोजेक्ट. सबसे पहले हाय डॉली, हाउ आर यू डूइंग?
Hey Urmin, thank you so much. I'm doing very well. Thank you for giving this opportunity. Like Game Changers came in as a big surprise. But thank you so much for acknowledging.
We're so glad. Well, it shouldn't be a surprise because all the achievements that you have done are truly something that we look forward to. It's so inspiring. मैं आपसे पूछना चाहूँगी that how did you come, about being where you are today?
I think it's a combination of perseverance. In fact, I really believe in that word, and also the guidance of my mentor Sameer Bangara. The act of giving back to the community is something that was always ingrained, but to execute that vision is something which really takes a long time, considering there's courage that we need to endeavor on this path of we have to take risk because there's something really good right there. And bringing smiles on the faces and in the hearts of the young talent is something that actually drove us to where we are today.
Amazing. So getting underground hip-hop artists a platform, an initiative like the Dharavi Dream Project in itself is a big achievement. You're a co-founder. Please tell us a little more about this project.
Sure. So the Dharavi Dream Project is the first ever school of hip-hop. We started off in 2013 of Dharavi, in the heart of Mumbai. There is abundance talent, hip-hop talent, and primarily because they see their environment, the surroundings, and they get inspired. And they come up with their feelings and thought process in the form of rap, in the form of breaking, also in the form of beatboxing and graffiti artwork. So hip-hop is collectively an art form which is so expressive, which doesn't really need a talim of sorts. Right. Or it doesn't really need like a fixed curriculum. It is what you feel, you bring it out in the world. And that is what we saw in Dharavi, this like abundance of talent, but they all needed direction, and they still need direction, they still need resources. And that is where we decided, we work with a lot of artists. There are a lot of artists in today's world which have resources, which are resourceful, but what happens to the section of the society where they lack basic resources of having access to a mic, having access to sound engineer. So that is what the Dharavi Dream Project is all about. It's a school of hip-hop, and it's an after school because we run in the evening. Hip-hop hasn't been the mainstream yet in the minds of parents, and hence the after school really helps us to get them to pursue what they really like.
That is so amazing. And you have a lot of teachers who come under this project. Can you tell us a little more about them as well?
Absolutely. In fact, we have the artists, teachers, the mentors who are from the hip-hop community, who have been through the highs and lows in their life, and who really align with our vision of not just taking care of themselves, not just growing themselves, but at the same time extending their help, their assistance, their support to the emerging artists. We have MC Heem, who's been with us right from day one. When we started, we didn't have money, and we didn't have money to even pay him his basic salary compensation. But it's been 9 long years, and he is associated. He teaches rap to the students. Rap is such a common term, but he goes beyond that. He makes them understand the music therapy. MC Wala. When he joined the school, he used to be low on confidence, but he wanted to learn rap. And when he started coming to the school, instead of teaching him rap, MC Heem actually worked with him through music therapy, making sure that, first there is confidence, there are few syllables that he can talk about, listening to music. His rhythm was always very different. It was in hip hop, the beats are very different. So he would just go off the beat. But in this gradual process, his stammering improved so much that he can now rap really fast as compared to other students and as compared to the psychological situation that he is in. But that is a live example for us, and that is really, that makes us believe that we are doing the right thing. And then we have D-Cypher from the beatboxing community. He comes and teaches beatboxing. There are young students who actually look up to him after the Gully Boy success.
Right.
He didn't stop there. He wanted to contribute to the school, because he said that I wish I'd got these resources early on in my life. It would have been a little bit easier, on me. And then we have Enemy in graffiti. So all these teachers, and there is Vikram, B-Boy Vikram, who teaches breaking to the children. He started off as a student from Dharavi. B-boying is a dance form. And today he's teaching. So that growth within the community, I think that is what is a success story for us. That we're not having teachers or mentors from outside the community, but also we are growing the talents within the community. And we're also telling them that, becoming a superstar is not the only thing for an artist, and it's really not possible that everybody will become a superstar. But there are other career options, avenues in hip hop itself. And B-Boy Vikram is one amongst them.
Did you have any mentors growing up?
Sorry, did I have any mentors?
Growing up?
Yes. Vikram is one of them, and MC Heen. Yes.
And did you look up to any women in the industry and consider them as a role model?
Yes, in fact, a lot of them to start with. However, Nimrika is one amongst them. I've seen the hustle that she does and the multiple hats that she wears, and she has been actively involved in the school project wherein she keeps sharing opportunities for the talents. We did one IP together called Haq Se Hip Hop. So she's definitely one within the community, and there are a few women who are like behind the scenes. People might not know them, but there is a singer-songwriter, Apurva. She's in the classical array, and she came to teach the children during pandemic classical based music therapy, and that really gave them a sense of, there's something called as lo-fi in hip hop, or chill hip hop, the chill vibes, which is like very slow, very soothing, very rhythmic. When she started teaching them the basic tal and all of that, the students, the talents started collaborating or integrating that into hip hop. So that really, and the lyrical side of hip hop started evolving within the talents in the school. So I look up to her as well.
Amazing. I think classical in any form definitely creates a very strong base. So I'm glad that, it is being nicely integrated in hip hop as well. And it's so cool. I have this important thing that I'd like to ask you, that what do you think about women and how much they've grown in this industry?
Always the word empowerment is attached or is associated with women. For me, I feel that collectively on behalf of women, that we don't need empowerment of sorts, because we already have it, in us. And I've always also seen that men and women, they coexist. It is not that, it's just about women supporting women, but, there's an ecosystem where men equally contribute to the group, towards the growth and success of women. However, in my case as well, my mentor Samir, he is the reason for my growth, but collectively for women, I also see there are a lot of women behind the scenes who support, other women. So definitely they play a very crucial role. And in terms of where we've grown or where we are going towards, there is, like I said, we've always been great from inside. It took a while for us to actually understand that and bring it out. The trajectory is moving upwards. So which also means that we are not going the regular way of getting into the household cycle of things, but at the same time we are also exploring our passions and our inner strengths. So I see that there is this the concept of equality, which we keep talking about. Slowly, we are all working towards achieving that. Multitasking, and the EQ in women is higher than anybody else. So that is a beautiful example of putting all of that and channelizing those energies in the right way. That is where we come into picture, we as women, and we are contributing way above it used to happen early on.
And finally, the fact that you're part of this initiative, how does it feel of being part of 50 Women Game Changers?
Like I told you, it was a big surprise for me. I wasn't expecting, and usually it happens that every year I go for a trek. It's kind of a yatra. Just before that, there is some good news of this sorts. Like last year it was TIE conference, and they had nominated the project as a sustainability project in music. And this time when it happened, I couldn't believe. I was like, no. Because it just, and after that it really feels overwhelming to be a part of 50 strong souls, who are contributing, and then knowing that you are one amongst them is a feeling of gratitude, and our work is getting recognized. Everything that happens with me goes back to the school and the talent. So I feel that all the recognition, acknowledgement is for the talent. So I may be the face, but the real work and the real faces are actually of our talents from Dharavi and around the world, in fact. So yeah, game changers. Amazing.
Well, then let me clear this out for you. You are undoubtedly where you have to be, and we're so glad that you're part of this initiative. Thank you for inspiring, helping, motivating so many people who are going to turn out to be superstars. And thank you for being a part of this initiative with us.
Thank you so much, Women. It really means a lot. I love the box. I wasn't expecting, an acknowledgement, a token of appreciation coming in such a beautiful way. Oh my goodness. And when I showed it to the talents and to everyone, the bar has risen high, in terms of, the box that came and the quality and the real work involved by each one of you all. So thank you from my heart, and also on behalf of all the talents from Dharavi.
Thank you once again, Dolly. All the very best to you.
In conversation with some fascinating ladies who've changed the game in the world of video, music and gaming. Only on Hungama's Women Game Changers 2022 podcast.